was like that back when I was a kid. Boy, say that was strong. But let's keep on going. Kirk Franklin is going to put his foot on Kanye's neck. Let's get it. What's up, YouTube land? This your boy Captain H coming to another review. Yes, we're doing something a little different. You know, your boy Kanye, he out here, you know, he doing the church thing. You know, he had, you know, step on Kirk Franklin's toes. So, I had to look it up. He actually did something with James Cohen. I think I said him like Codeine. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the guy that does karaoke in the car. But Kanye did something a little bit different, y'all. So, let's get into it. Let's go. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and go ahead and join the Nation family so you won't miss out on when I drop bangers like this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go. You'll never miss out on bangers like this. So let's get into it. Let's go.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Flight number 808 with service to Los Angeles has been canceled. Please see a gate agent for further assistance. Again, flight 808 to Los Angeles has been canceled.
Oh no. Hey mate. Hey, yeah. You're not going to believe this. My flight's just been cancelled. Yeah. I know. You're not heading to LA, are you? There he is. Oh, my man, thank you so much for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I appreciate it so much. Hang on, I just gotta get this. Is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh. Is there any... No, that's a little shuffle. Apologies. Sorry about that. Oh, am I taking the middle seat?
Yes, you are.
It's a little selfish. Oh, hang on. I forgot this. Just... Oh, God. Sorry. Is this yours? Can I... Ah, there we go. Back to the room. Okay. We're in. Crushed it. Oh. Now, listen. This entire flight, this guy's yours, all right? Having some shut eye? Got the odd head on there. I'll probably zone out. Watch a movie or something. Is that your bottom? Yeah, let me make sure. Safety first, yeah? Are you a talker or a sleeper? I can do both. You let me know.
I think
We can chat the whole way there if you want.
We can talk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chat the whole way there?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind. Do you want to listen to some music?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yo, Jason, can we hear some music?
Let's go. 2, 10.
Steady, are you ready? What's going on?
Ooh, let's get it.
Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on?
Ooh.
We live at the top of the sky. There's no room, no breathing war. We sing your name we so praise. Oh, 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 oh.
say if church was like that back in when I was a kid, boy, say that was strong. But let's keep on going. Kirk Franklin is going to put his foot on Kanye's neck. Let's get it.
How was that? Sensational. I don't know, it was pretty good for me. How was it for you?
This aircraft is equipped with 6 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 2 window exits over the wings, and 2 exit doors in the rear of the cabin.
Here we go. Kanye, get off the phone. Kanye, get off the phone. Kanye, we're taking off. Yo, we're taking off. Let me hit you when we're done. Kanye, get off the phone. Are we ready?
Let's get it, baby. Let's go.
And we're up. So this is a big thing, this Sunday service. When did you go, this is the thing I want to do?
Actually, when I went to the hospital a few years ago, I wrote in the hospital, start a church in Calabasas. It's something I had a feeling that I needed to do, that God put on my heart. And now he just keeps on taking me to new levels and taking us to other levels that we didn't even imagine before.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, so lots of people, I think, would be shocked to hear you talk like that. But me, as I think about it, I feel like in a lot of your music, certainly earlier music, that message was always there. Like, even, you know, if you think about the last line of Jesus Walks, when you say, I need to talk to God,
But I'm afraid.
I'm afraid because it's been so long.
Yes.
How long were you holding on to that feeling before you get to before you're in that place where you're in hospital 2 years ago and you write down, I need to start a church, and then this starts to come? Do you feel like that's always been there burning inside you?
I mean, yes, and God's always had a plan for me, and he always wanted to use me, but I think he wanted me to suffer more and wanted people to see my suffering and see my pain and put stigmas on me and have me go through all the experiences, the human experiences. So now when I talk about how Jesus saved me, more people can relate to that experience. If it was just, oh, we grew up with this guy's music and now he's a superstar, it's less compelling than, oh, this guy had a mental breakdown, this guy was in debt, this guy's been through, not been through, but this guy has a beautiful 5 years of marriage, which, marriage years are different than human, like, how dog years, what is it, 7 years?
See, yeah, why are marriage years?
Every marriage year is like 100 years. It's like 500 years of marriage. There's a lot of people that were praying for me when I was, all the way gone, when I was on the, at the MTV Awards holding a Hennessy bottle, running on stage, when I was, doing creative direction for certain award shows, and it was people in my family that were praying for me, but they couldn't call me and scream at me. I'm a grown man. I made my own mind. I actually made it this far by not listening to anybody. Sure. So I don't want advice from people, but it's God, that came and put this thing on my heart and said, are you ready to be in service to him?
Do you look back on some of those things that you mentioned there with regret, or do you look at it and go, well, that's all a journey that got me here?
I have no regret and no shame. That's the biggest thing, me being a perfectionist. That's such a blasphemous statement to think that as a man you could perfect anything. God is the only thing that's perfect. So the only thing that can be perfect is God's plan.
Have you had a Shake Shack burger?
Oh.
Because I will say that is pretty close to perfect as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know how those cows that live on my ranch feel about the Shake Shack burger.
I reckon they're very angry about it.
Yes.
Jesus walk, Jesus walk, Jesus walk with me.
To the hustlers, killers, murderers, drug dealers, even the strippers.
Jesus walks with them.
To the victims of welfare, for we living in hell here. Hell yeah.
Jesus walks with them.
Now hear me, wanna see me more clearly. I know he hear me when my feet get weary, cause we're the almost nearly extinct. We rappers as role models, we rap, we don't think. I ain't here to argue about his facial features. We're here to turn atheists into believers. I'm just trying to say the way school need teachers, the way Catholic needed reasons. That's the way I need Jesus. So here go my single dog, radio nieces. They say they can rap about anything except for Jesus. That means gun, sex, lies, videotape. But if I talk about God, my record won't get played. Well, if this take away from my spins, which will probably take away from my ends, I know it take away from my sins. Bring the day that we dream about. Next time we on a plane, everybody screaming out,
Jesus walk.
God show me the way, cause the devil tried to break me down.
Jesus walk.
The only thing that I prayed is that my feet don't fail me now.
Jesus walk.
And I don't think there's nothing I can do now to right my wrongs.
Jesus walk.
I want to talk to God, I ain't afraid.
So here we are on a plane with over 100 choir members. But let's go back to the start. Like, when did you know that you'd made it?
I was living my dream, making beats for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And also working on my raps. I remember when Virgin Megastore was still around. I used to love to go to Virgin Megastores and just look at all the CDs and listen and read the magazines and go to the various sections. And I was on an escalator, and I remember saying, breathe in this moment, because this would be the last moment that I could walk around in public, because I had written the line, she got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, and I knew after that I wouldn't be able to walk the streets for the rest of my life.
Seriously?
Yes.
You were that confident in the success of your record?
And the success of that line. I was like, I will be famous after this line. Beatbox.
On time,
On time.
every time,
Every time.
always there.
Always there.
Said you'll never leave us or forsake us.
Save us.
So we stand
So we stand
on your word.
on your word.
Brought us out of darkness into your light.
Your light.
By your power,
By your power.
we're set free.
We're set free.
Woo! Y'all hear them guys. Them guys is letting you know, look, we can sing too. Let me show you right now. Let's get it. Let's go.
2 or 3 are gathered, you're there.
You're there.
In the midst,
In the midst.
thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. So that we know our souls anchored. Every single day you're worthy. To you we give the glory, 'cause our souls anchored.
Hey!
When we think back where we started, we can't help but lift our hands up.
I don't know if it's the plane or the altitude or just because we're in the sky, I am starting to feel closer to God. I'll be honest. Now, marriage, I think, has been a real great stabler for you.
Yeah. People thought it would be uncool to be married. Then I got married, and people were like, oh, that looks cool.
No one ever thought it'd be uncool to marry Kim Kardashian. Everybody thought it would be cool to marry Kim Kardashian.
Well, not Chris Humphries.
Man, Kanye throwing shots. You already just said that Chris Humphries. Chris Humphries didn't think it was cool to marry Kim Kardashian. Because he threw she was a H-O-E. Let's keep on, baby.
It's more than cool. It's more than cool as hell or something. It's heavenly. It's great. It's magnificent. And God is using me as a human being. You know, as humbly as I could put it, He's using me to show off. Last year, I made $115 million and still ended up $35 million in debt. This year, I looked up and I just got $68 million returned to me on my tax return.
So you see how this cat just bragged about he was in debt. He was a millionaire in debt. And then he turned back around, the IRS gave him back $60 million. Just give me $1 million. This cat is bragging. Okay, that's not good, man. People don't realize that even though they making great music, you're worshiping Yeezy. You're not worshiping God. You're worshiping Yeezy. But we gonna keep on going because this choir is knocking this choir is the bomb. I gotta give it to him. He invested a lot of money to find the best singers he can find to go around the country with him and sing music so people can worship him. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
And people say, oh, don't talk about these numbers. No, people need to hear someone that have been put into debt by the system talk about these kind of numbers now that they're in service to Christ.
So you think your awakening, your spiritual awakening, is part of
my success? Absolutely. He's showing off. He's just showing out.
Do you think
Yeezy worth $3 billion? It's the #1 Google search brand in the world. He's showing out.
Man, who is wearing Yeezy? Last time I checked them clothes, I like the homeless clothes. Just anything put together, holes in it. I need to know who is wearing Yeezys. Leave a comment in the box below if you about some Yeezys. Please, I mean, the shoes are ugly. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's be for real. But I'm going to keep on going, though.
Now I get to work for God, and he about to show out. Kanye West works for God.
Can you lend me $1 million? I mean, you're just basically walking around with the most expensive iPod in the world. I kind of love it. It's a real move.
It's a boss
What's
move.
A regular night in.
An expensive iPod.
Kanye and Kim, they got nothing to do Tuesday night. What are they doing?
I don't like going out at nighttime. I like being at home with my family at night as much as possible.
So
I
what
don't
is
like
that night? What do you do?
We'll eat dinner and we'll play with the kids, and then we'll put the kids to bed, and then we go to bed. And then my wife watches Dateline.
So she watches Dateline,
Yeah.
and you're not really watching anything. You're just straight to sleep.
I read the Bible.
For real.
Yes.
Seriously, you sit and read the Bible.
Yes.
Tell me this, I've got 3 kids, you've got 4 kids. Would you recommend my wife and I going for a 4th?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
The richest thing that you can
that's the wrong
have
answer.
is as many children as possible.
So are you saying you would roll for a 5th?
For 7. For 7
Shut up,
children.
you want 7 kids?
Yes.
And have you and Kim talked about this? This is something that you'd like to do?
Yes.
7 children.
Yes.
So beautiful.
I need to talk to my wife.
That's for sure. His love will never fade. He's sovereign, and that's for sure. He reigns for eternity.
No other love?
No other love compares to his love is true, yeah. The living word, let him guide the way. He'll restore your soul and always where his love is. All you have to do is trust the living word, let him guide the way. He'll restore your soul and home is where his love is. Oh, just trust.
Man, say, if y'all don't understand, Kanye done took about 4 different songs and remade them to gospel songs. Kirk Franklin over there crying like a little girl because now because people don't realize Kirk Franklin was the first one on the scene with the choir, and he was telling them stomp. All the haters say stomp. Now Kanye revamped it, took some old songs, remade them into gospel songs, got some kids that can blow their butt off, and now they doing it. Let's get it, let's go. Let's keep on doing it. Let's get it. Trust what? Trust what?
What do you say to people who would say, and there will be people that will say, I don't believe it. I don't believe the reawakening of that Kanye is saying he's having. I don't believe, if I look at the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years of his life, I don't believe that this can be as night and day as it is. Do you know what I mean? That you would be one day living your life in one way and now saying everything is for this. I'm not sure I believe it. What would you say to those people?
Well, I'd say when you go to sleep, would you agree that you are asleep when you are asleep? And when you wake up, would you agree that you are awake when you are awake?
Yeah.
Would you agree that those are two different states? People who don't believe are walking dead. They are asleep. And this is the awakening.
I got back a lot out of my degrees at WGU. I got promotions, raises, of course. I got the certifications that I needed.
That's it, we're down.
Like I said, Kanye went and found him kids, some thriving artists that got potential to make it, and he done made him a choir. He done stole Kurt Franklin idea, concept that he was making that bread off of, and he done revamped it and brought it back. People gonna say, "Oh, this is cool, man. Kurt Franklin was doing this in the '90s and killing the game, and everybody that was doing it with Kurt Franklin branched off and did their own thing." So now Kanye made his own choir. But the difference between Kurt Franklin and Kanye is that Kanye wants you to worship him. Kurt Franklin wasn't trying to get you to worship him. He want a whole religion that he gonna get y'all to worship him. So that's my review of the choir that Kanye put together. They have a beautiful sound. They can blow. They can sing. I mean, if church music would sound like that when I was going to church back in the day, I'd probably be still in church. But I'm not. So I'm not gonna knock nobody from doing what they doing. It was great. I liked the videos. He set the platform. You know what I'm saying? They flying and doing karaoke. We ain't driving. We flying. So if you like the video, leave a comment in the box below. Let me know what you liked about the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell, so next time I drop a video that's like this or any other reaction video, you'll be the first one to know. Till next time, this is your boy Cap Nation, aka AJ. We got this thing. Peace.